Hello. So today we're going to talk about my absolute favorite house in Palm Springs, the Elrod house. So this house was built in 1968. John Lautner and interior designer Arthur Elrod collaborated to create something raw and unique and majestic. Arthur Elrod was a celebrity interior designer, and he was the #1 interior decorator designer in Palm Springs from the mid-50s to the mid-70s. However, he is most well known for his own house here that he created with John Lautner. This house is so unique, with this incredible circular living room with curved concrete walls, curved glass sliding windows, and black slate herringbone pattern floors, a domed ceiling that has glass mixed with concrete to create skylights, and it really has a very unusual organic feel to it, which for the era was different to most forms of modernism. Most forms of modernism had a more rectangular, kind of linear look to it, but here John Lautner was inspired by the organic shapes. He wanted to bring in natural elements such as boulders into the interior design of the home. So Arthur Elrod was working with the top architects in the desert during the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. And he really was, like the architects at that time, pushing the envelope of modernism. They were working with new technology and materials. So Arthur Elrod would put sophisticated lighting and stereo systems into the bed headboard or other unexpected places, kind of creating the ultimate swanky bachelor pad. So if you think of James Bond, that sort of thing. And in fact, this house was in a James Bond film. Diamonds Are Forever, 1971, with Sean Connery. This house was in that film. Sean Connery gets pushed into the swimming pool by a bikini-clad bodyguard. So what I also love about this house is that the geometry of the house is repeated with this extremely large circular rug, kind of making it a little more cozy and a little more 60s. It is the 60s after all. I can imagine Lenny Kravitz or Jimi Hendrix living here. So unfortunately, Arthur Elrod died when he was only 49 years old in a tragic car accident. And he really wasn't that famous and faded into history because he was in Palm Springs, which is a small town compared to New York or LA. But if he had been in one of those cities, he may have been a household name. So I really highly recommend this amazing book by Adele Cygleman. If you would like to know more about Arthur Elrod, this book is fantastic. So have a look, get inspired, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of this Palm Springs history. Keep it fabulous.